Here's how I made 7% on a trade before the market opened. All right, so welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down a oil trade that I took on Friday, and it took me a couple of hours, about 4 hours, and I made about 7%. All right, so this was a basically overnight trade and a very clean setup, a very clean risk to reward setup. Okay, so let's just break it down. Hold on, let me go back to right here. This is where we were sitting on my last video on oil. Okay, so the ticker symbol is WTI. And on the last video that I talked about oil was the gold trade video, my last video that I made on the channel. And recently I made a video breaking down the whole situation on oil for the last couple of weeks and months. And on the last video that I made, we were sitting at around this area right here. And I talked about either we were gonna hold, like stabilize, price is gonna stay stable above the 94, basically consolidate. And then after that, either push to 100, which is this level right here on the left, that has a massive area of interest of supply, or we were going to break below this level just like we did right here on the left and push to 90.91. Okay, so here is the breakdown on the whole situation and what exactly happened. Just reviewing it. So we're currently holding up this level of support right here. You see that price has maintained price action above the 94. We made new highs right here, but still there's not enough confirmations for me to hold a trade. And this is basically 1 p.m. right here, so it's basically out of my time zone to trade. A bearish candle, and then boom, a huge parabolic trade. Insane candle. This was a $5 move on oil. So right here, for an example, this is like a high of 96, a low of 95. So this is a $1 candle. This is a $5 candle move. Huge wick. So there's nothing you can do about this. This is basically news. Someone released some kind of news, or before market close. This is a 4 p.m. candle. So there's nothing you can do about this. What I can see is somebody made a lot of money on it, right? So right here you have a small level of support with a level of resistance right here. So somebody took out, liquidated a bunch of traders and investors and profited by entering on a low and then riding this all the way higher. The good thing is we held above this level of 94, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to hold the price above this area to make an entry to go higher. So let me press again. Okay, so again we held, this was a bullish candle, which is a good sign. We're pushing higher, but next one just comes down, wipes the low of this candle, makes a new low. So right now I'm basically trailing. I'm just looking at this low right here, and I want to make sure that price does not break this low. Okay, so let me just make sure it's leveled. So I want to make sure that price does not break this low right now. So everything we do about here will be making new higher lows on the market. And then another thing is I want to see this high being broken, right? Being broken. I want to see this high being broken. After that, this high right here being broken as well. Okay, so these are, if I'm entering for a buy, these are my two targets for taking profit. This high right here and then this high. And then right now, you have the 10 p.m. candle basically pushing higher. What does this mean? It means that this level is being respected, the level of support, right? The floor right here is being respected, so we're pushing higher. If we drop down to the 30-minute, we see a candle again already formed and closed bullish, second candle closed bullish. So in my mind, I'm thinking there's a pattern, a candlestick pattern, which is the 3 candle pattern, right? So you have one, let's just say right here, you have one bullish, second, and then third also pushes higher. So already have one formed, second one broke above this candle, so another good sign. And I'm looking for where this one is going to close, and if the second one is also going to be bullish or not. All right, so I have the second one breaking. Well, this one closed slightly above this one on the left. So another good sign, closing above means that it's engulfing a little bit. So price is starting to push higher. So the third one, again, close even more bullish. So right now I'm just waiting for a break of this high. I entered the trade right here. Stop loss was very tight. I don't remember exactly, but I think I had a stop below this one right here. So let me zoom it in. So I think I had a stop below this low right here at first, just to have enough room for price to play around right here. And then, of course, take profit was right over here. At first, the stop was a 1 to 5, so not a very good risk to reward, but I'm just controlling my risk on the trade. And I'll show you guys exactly how I made this trade be risk-free. And it's just, I had no way to lose money on this, okay? So next candle comes, closes, and then the other one starts to push higher. So right now, when I see something like this already being formed, this is when I started to move my stop, right? My stop became 0.2 points. And my risk reward increased to 1 to 3. So whatever I'm risking right here, I'm making the three times as much. Becomes a very good risk reward trade, okay? Now, I see something like this, I just let it go because I want to see the break of this high right here. Next candle comes, closes bullish as well, and then this is when I start to see a very good momentum. This was 1, 2, and then 230. So at 230, not exactly 230 because this candle opened at 230. This is between 230 and 3. This was when I started to close the position. Why? Because I feel like for the time, it was, a good trade. I mean, 7%, but for 3 a.m. in the morning is very good. And what I did was I started to analyze it, and I moved my stop to break even at first. Once I had it break even, I'm already at 0 risk with enough reward right here. And then after that, I started to move my stop. So let's just use this for example. Put this on red. This is my stop loss. I started to move below the lows of the candles being formed. All right, so as an example, my stop started right here. I've moved my stop to right here, and then I moved my stop to break even, and then I moved my stop to the low of this candle. So even if we break right here, I'm still making a little bit of profit. And then I moved my stop a little bit higher again when this candle formed right here at around 240. Yeah, you see this is around 246 when the candle opened. So around 240, I already had my stop right here. So I had more money being made right here, more less risk being taken, and basically risk-free trade. Even if I had my stop loss being hit, I was still making money. And then of course I closed with profit 7% on it. All right, so and I'm starting to, and then of course this candle I think will close bullish as well, and then we'll push higher and then break this high right here. Now, would I hold this trade longer? I think I would probably next time, but again, like I said, this is my first week trading oil. I don't want to treat like I treat gold. I already know how gold works. not 100%, but I already know the personality of gold. Now, I don't know the personality of oil, so I'm still trying to understand what's happening, how the levels are being respected. And like I said, if we look at what I said in the last video, just going to show you guys in a second, this level was respected very nicely, and I want this level right here to be respected very nicely as well. So if I play the button, I think we go straight into 100 throughout the day, of course. Yep, boom, 100 hit. And then that was it. That was it for the day. Now, would I have made probably, I don't know, 40-50% on a trade? I would, but it doesn't matter to me. Now, I'm trailing with this alert right here to see if we break any low, just like I was saying, we break any low of these candles right here and have a confirmation for a sell. I'm entering for a sell because we are at a high. I'm not going to look for a buy on a high. I'll look for a sell. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.